A very good morning, students, and Jai Hind. I am Adesh with my subject accountancy, chapter 6 Accounting Procedure Rules of Debit and Credit. In this chapter, we are going to learn the rule of debit and credit, and there is two aspect of a double entry system, that is, if receiving, so the receiving aspect is debit, and if we giving or something is going out, so that aspect is credit. So according to that, this aspect is change according to the nature of account also. So to learn the nature of accounts, so we have to do the classifications of all accounts which we prepare in our books of the business. Okay, so student, today our topic is classifications of account. So we yesterday we learned the accounts meaning and the format of account for a particular account, how it is prepared. So now today we are doing the classifications of accounts. So accounts are divided in how many parts and what they role play. Okay, so student, we having a topic classifications of account. So accounts are classified into two ways. Accounts are classified into two ways. First one, it is a traditional approach. The other name of traditional approach is English approach. And both the name we have to remember, traditional approach and English approach. Why it is so? In question, this name also can come and this name also can come. Okay, this name may become and this one also may be come in the question. So then we know the traditional approach. But when the name is changed, so then we confuse which is this approach. So we have to remember both the name of traditional approach or English approach. Second one is modern approach. Or accounting equation approach. Or American approach. Okay, so these are the two approaches or the classifications of account under which we learn according to the traditional approach, traditional classifications of accounting, and second one is modern approach, that is a accounting equation approach or a American approach. So in both the approaches there are different type of accounts are included and how the rule of debit and credit is applied for a particular nature of account. It is clear? So students, first we are going to discuss the traditional approach or traditional classifications of account. Okay, so now first topic we have traditional classification of accounts. Traditional classifications of account. According to this, accounts are classified into two categories. Accounts are classified into two categories. The first is personal account. The first is personal accounts, and second one is impersonal. Impersonal accounts. And again, personal account is also classified into three categories. It is also divided in three categories. Personal accounts that are natural personal account, first one is natural personal account, second artificial, personal account, artificial personal accounts, and next one is representative. Representative personal account. Okay, how we classify and how can we identify if that is this is a account, and this account will comes under the natural personal account, artificial personal, and representative personal account. So some examples I will write under these. So first we should complete this one: personal accounts, natural personal, artificial personal account, representative personal account. And impersonal, it is also divided into two parts. First one is real accounts, and second one is nominal account. According to traditional classifications of accounts, all accounts are divided into five parts. According to these five parts, we will confirm all the accounts. So first one, if we're talking about the natural personal account, natural personal accounts say these personal accounts are with the name of a person. किसी भी नेम से, किसी भी पर्सन के नाम से जब ये हमारे अकाउंट्स प्रिपेयर होते हैं, किसी भी पर्सन के नाम से हमारा अकाउंट होगा, दैट विल बी द नेचुरल पर्सनल अकाउंट. फॉर एग्जांपल राम्स अकाउंट, मोहन अकाउंट, सोहन अकाउंट, एक्सेट्रा. ओके, जब भी किसी भी एक पर्टिकुलर पर्सन के नाम से ये अकाउंट्स होगा, दैट विल बी द नेचुरल पर्सनल अकाउंट. दैट मे बी अ क्रेडिटर, दैट मे बी अ कस्टमर, that may be any individual person which are related to our business. So then that will comes under the natural personal account. It is clear. जब भी किसी व्यक्ति के नाम से ये अकाउंट होगा, किसी भी पर्सन के नाम से ये अकाउंट होगा, तो ये हमारा नेचुरल पर्सनल अकाउंट के अंदर चला जाएगा. सेकंड वन इज आर्टिफिशियल पर्सनल अकाउंट. These artificial accounts are started with the name of a business. जब भी एक बिजनेस के नाम से हम कोई भी अकाउंट ओपन करते हैं अपने यहाँ पर, we are doing transaction with the other business. At that time some credit transactions are there, so at that time we write the name of that business in our books. So the name of that business will include in a artificial personal accounts. Okay, for example, Ram and Company account. This is the business name. Okay, and Mohan and Company account. Are you getting these things? नेचुरल पर्सनल के अंदर केवल व्यक्ति का नाम आएगा, किसी पर्सन का नाम आएगा, बट आर्टिफिशियल पर्सन अकाउंट इंक्लूडेड द बिजनेस नेम with which we are doing the transaction. Is it clear? But according to representative, this representative personal accounts are related to those expenses or incomes which are right now not paid or not received. Okay, presently they are due or we have paid in advance. Something we have received in advance and still we have to receive. So in representative personal account, only 4 accounts are included. 4 accounts are those: outstanding expenses. That is clear. Second one is prepaid expenses. Third one is accrued incomes. And last one is unaccrued incomes. Okay, these are the 4 accounts which include in representative personal accounts, because these expenses are related to some one person. Okay, outstanding expenses, prepaid expenses, accrued income and unaccrued income. So only these 4 accounts comes under the representative personal account. These expenses are represent to someone to whom we have to pay or we have to receive. Okay, so that's why these 4 accounts are related to the representative personal account. Okay student, so now according to these accounts, this is a personal account and all accounts are comes under the personal account. So the rule for this personal account, rule of personal account, that is debit the receiver and credit the giver. This is the rule of this personal account only. Okay, so now we are coming on the impersonal account. impersonal accounts. Impersonal accounts is also divided into two parts. First one is real account. So real accounts is real account is relate with all assets, all assets except except debtors, bank, etc. Why etc? Some of the assets are related to a particular person. जब भी किसी पर्टिकुलर पर्सन से रिलेट होगी वो एसेट्स, सो देन दैट assets will comes under in personal account in any of the form, in natural personal, artificial personal and representative. Debtor is a particular person, so that's why it is assets as well as a person also, or maybe a company, so that's why it's come under the personal account. Similarly bank is a business organization, so that's why bank is also comes under the personal account. So that's why I write etc. Some of assets are those which are related to a particular person, so then those assets also will comes in personal account. The rule of this, rule of real account, that is what comes in debit and what goes out credit. जो भी एसेट्स बिजनेस में आएगी दैट विल डेबिट, और कोई भी एसेट्स बिजनेस से आउटसाइड जाएगी दैट विल बी क्रेडिट. ओके, what comes in debit and what goes out credit. This is the rule of real accounts. Now impersonal, that is second one, nominal account. Nominal accounts include with all expenses, losses, incomes and profits. जितने भी इनकम्स हैं, एक्सपेंसेस हैं, लॉसेस हैं, प्रॉफिट्स हैं, वो सभी नॉमिनल अकाउंट्स के अंडर में आते हैं. नॉमिनल अकाउंट्स को कवर करते हैं. नाउ द रूल ऑफ नॉमिनल अकाउंट इज, रूल ऑफ नॉमिनल अकाउंट इज all expenses and losses are debit and all incomes and profits are credit. Okay, so this is the rule of nominal account. All expenses and losses are debit, and all incomes and profits will be credit according to the nominal account. Okay, so there are three rules in traditional classifications of account: according to personal account, according to real account, according to nominal account. Personal account के according rule debit the receiver and credit the giver. According to real account what comes in debit and what goes out credit. And nominal account say all expenses and losses are debit and all incomes and profits are credit. Okay students, so here it is a classifications of accounts according to the traditional basis. Okay, now we having another approach, that is modern approach. So let's see, now we are going to discuss the modern approach or modern classifications of account. According to modern classifications of account, modern classification of accounts. So according to modern classifications of account, the accounts are classified into 5 parts. Okay, these are classified into 5 parts or the categories. These 5 categories are assets account, second one is liabilities account, third one is capital account, fourth one is revenue, accounts, and last one is expenses account. Okay students, so according to modern classifications of account, there are 5 categories of modern classifications of account. First one is assets account, second one is liability account, and third one is capital account, and fourth one is revenue accounts, and last one is expenses accounts. Assets, whatever the assets are there in this, banks, debtors, and all the things will include in the assets account. Okay, cash, building, furniture, machines, investment, stock, all the assets, that may be a current asset, that may be a non-current assets, all assets will include in a assets account. That is clear. And in liability, whatever the liabilities are there, all total liabilities will also comes under the liability account. That these liabilities are, that may be an current liabilities, creditor, bank overdraft, provisions for debtor. These are the current liabilities, and non-current liabilities also will include in the liability account. That may be a bank loan, debentures, bonds, public deposit, different type of non-current liabilities also included in a liability account. Okay, next one is capital. Those accounts are increase the capital. For example, investor invest their amounts in the particular business, so that investment will increase the capital of that business. Or partner if there is partnership, or proprietor if there is individual partner. Okay, so capital accounts, if the investment is there in their business by the owner of that business, so that will include in capital. And if that owner is withdrawn for his personal use, like drawings, so these will also be related to the capital account. Revenue, all the incomes what is earned by the business, all these will include in revenue account. And last one is expenses, that may be a direct expenses or indirect expenses, so all type of expenses will include in a expenses accounts. So now we having a rule of assets account and all these categories of account. So first one is assets account. So here we have rule according to all these. Rule of debit and credit. Rule of debit and credit according to all categories of accounts. So according to assets account, debit the increase, debit the increase and credit the decrease. It is clear. If any assets is increasing, so that will be debit, or if any assets is decreasing, that will be credit. Second one is liability accounts. According to this, debit the decreases and credit the increases, because assets and liabilities are opposite to each other. So that's why in assets debit will increase and credit will decrease. In liability, debit the decrease and credit the increase. There is a third nature of account, that is capital account. It is also related to a liability. It means debit the decreases and credit the increases. Okay, and revenue is also a type of liability. So that's why revenue accounts, again debit, the decreases, and credit the increases. And last one is expenses. Accounts. In this, debit the increases, and credit the decreases. Okay, so these are the rules of debit and credit according to the modern classifications of accounts. So students, related to this we will solve numerical later next class. So today you prepare your notes related to these rules of debit and credit and the classifications of accounts. So thank you student for today. Thank you.